One mother of two, a woman named Kathy Proctor.
The awakening is taking place. The fact that 1984 has now arrived here in the Republic. And we're going to get into the economy as well with the father of Reaganomics, former head of policy.
People like Barbara Proctor, who rose from a ghetto to build a multi-million-dollar advertising agency in Chicago. Carlos Perez, a Cuban refugee who turned $27 and a dream into a successfully importing business in Coral Gables, Florida. People like these are heroes for the 80s.
The awakening is taking place. The fact that 1984 has now arrived here in the Republic. And we're going to get into the economy as well with the father of Reaganomics, former head of policy.
There is a bear in the woods. For some people, the bear is easy to see. Others don't see it at all. Some people say the bear is tame. Others say it's vicious and dangerous. Since no one can really be sure who's right, isn't it smart to be as strong as the bear? If there is a bear.
Out with the old, in with the new. You know, what are dates? I mean, they are just markers we use as signposts in our life, but it is important just to illustrate how transitory life is and how special it is to be alive and to be conscious in God's great creation.
We'll find out about these spots.
We'll find out about the spots. Thanks, Joel. A politician will do almost anything during an election year to show that he's just one of the guys. Well, Vice President George Bush agreed to roll a few frames in Milwaukee, but he fell flat on his face when he threw his first ball. And that's something President Reagan hopes will not happen to his campaign as the election draws near. Cute.
Yes, people dressed like cops, but they're really crooks. Art Patak with the insights.
The panel has been discussing the spirituality and the forces of God, but I also believe that there are two forces that are here with us, that we do have our God that we can depend on, but there's also a power of darkness that we do need to be aware of. And that's where the choice
do you begins. Believe that you can choose between one or the other?
Most absolute, definitely.
Yeah. Now Marianne Williamson says in her book, Return to Love, that we're always walking in the direction of one or the other, that all of your actions in life, either you're moving toward the darkness or you're moving toward the light.
That's right.
She calls it fear and love. There's this wonderful book called Ishmael by Daniel Quinn, which talks it, which is, anyway, it's a gorilla talking, but
One mother of two, a woman named Kathy Proctor, had worked in the furniture industry since she was 18 years old. And she told me she's earning her degree in biotechnology now, at 55 years old. Not just because the furniture jobs are gone, but because she wants to inspire her children to pursue their dreams too.
Anyway, it talks about, one of the points it brings out is one of the mistakes that human beings make is believing that there is only one way to live. That's and right. That we don't accept that there are diverse ways of being in the world, that there are millions of ways to be a human being. And many ways, no, but many paths to what you call God. And her path might be something else, and when she gets there, she might call it the light. But her loving and her kindness and her generosity brings her, if it brings her to the same point that it brings you, it doesn't matter whether she called it God along the way or not.
But if you really look at both sides,
there couldn't possibly be just one way. What about Jesus? What about Jesus?
And you say there isn't only one way.
There is one way and only one way, and that is through Jesus.
There couldn't possibly be with
because
the millions of people in the
there
world.
isn't.
There couldn't possibly be.
Because you intellectualize it and say there isn't. If you don't believe that, you're all buying into the lie.
But that makes you right. Do you think that if you are somewhere on the planet, if you're somewhere on the planet and you never hear the name of Jesus, you never hear the name of Jesus, but yet you live with a loving heart, you lived as Jesus would have had you to live, you lived for the same purpose that Jesus came to the planet to teach us all, but you are in some remote part of the earth and you never heard the name of Jesus. You cannot get to heaven, you think?
And that is covered in the scriptures, too. People have talked about
Truly, God knows the heart.
Does God care about your heart, or God care about if you call his son Jesus?
Well, you know, Oprah, Jesus cannot come back until that gospel is preached in the four corners of this earth. So, figure it out.
Okay, I can't get into a religious argument with you.
It's not religion, Oprah.
I can't get into a religious argument with you. John.
That's hard to explain. It's something that I guess you're just born with. You feel the music. It's like a painter, I guess. You approach the canvas with the paint and the brush, and you're inspired by things around you, I guess, and what's inside of you. And you do it. And I like creating magic. Facing a cloud, soaring up so high. Watch me now, watch me now. Come to Japan, I can do anything. So when I explain magic, I mean wonderment, excitement, the unexpected, escapism, creating something that's so incredible, an illusion, to put people in a situation, no matter what it may be, and give them totally the opposite or the unexpected, so much more than what they thought would happen. I mean, just blow their mind. I like creating magic, excellence. I love doing that. Nothing like it. I try to do it in everything I do, really. The ideas from the songs I get, I've always said that I don't write my own songs because I feel I'm just a source, I'm just a tunnel, a tube through which they come. I feel somewhere in space they've all been written before. I mean, Billie Jean and Beat It and all those songs have been up there somewhere. It just came through to me. That's how I really feel. So I even though I did it, I just can't always take credit. It's like any great artist, I guess. Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, keep doing it, but it's some other higher force that's making it happen. It's a wonderful day.
Come on, let's go.
Like other guys.
Of course not. That's why I love you.
No, I mean I'm different.
What are you talking about?
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
I've spoken of 1,000 points of light, of all the community organizations that are spread like stars throughout the nation doing good. We will work hand in hand, encouraging, sometimes leading, sometimes being led, rewarding. We will work on this in the White House, in the cabinet agencies. I will go to the people and the programs that are the brighter points of light, and I'll ask every member of my government to become involved. The old ideas are new again because they're not old. They are timeless. Duty, sacrifice, commitment, and a patriotism that finds its expression in taking part and pitching in.